Okay, here's a story. I come from the gutter. I know that. I got no education. But that's okay. I know the streets. And I'm making all the right connections. There's no stopping me. I could go right to the top.
Hey, these streets give me a weird feeling, star. I can't get my speed up, it's sorta like I'm walking knee deep in tar, bleak and dark. These streets aren't for the weak at heart. I mean, and even police get blast, but I love these streets. I'm underground, couldn't get above these streets. If you're a clown, you don't wanna run these streets. Where, if you're single and a mum, they say you'll end up with a criminal for son. I just don't agree from roaming these streets. I got inspiration, I wrote to these beats, and now I spit a little differently for fun. Thinking the way they got us living is wrong. They don't want us to roll in these streets. They'd rather we all be at home with TVs, a microchip to control and teach me. If not defeat me, then go delete me. No, don't try it in these streets. You know, Jordys, there be riots in these streets. Whenever we set fires, you feel heat. Yeah, and that's what we're bringing. My only mission is representing all these streets and the peeps that's in them.
These streets were born and bred, got characters like Adam by the talking heads. These streets where the walking dead always come up and ask you for 40 pence. These streets on paved with goals and today's of old, brave and bold as the way we roll. These streets where the stars get mobbed. The same streets where we start the job. People walk around the streets with the hardest dog, but they wake up in the morning and the car's being robbed. These streets where the police don't act, from Venom to heaven to a South Shields flat. Bike a Blind Valley, I walk these streets as a heartbeat temple, war northeast. These streets always made us mad, just represent the streets like paving slabs.
These streets are the northeast part of me, deep in the heat where we feed the economy. These streets where the police have been under me, sneaking a creep and I reach where I wanna be. These streets are a part of me, property yours. City Newcastle, wherever that comes from. These streets are the feet of pong, got your eyes popping out like a peeping Tom. These streets are the slam, the chairs, and the hard concrete, drop them on the pile. These streets are the got my style from all these nights that I switch my mic on. These streets no beats, we cipher, street type of speak like I feel way I man. These streets are the stuff with me, from the N to the E to the WC.
Yeah, these streets aren't that bad, I'd rather be in these streets than the ones in Baghdad. Please don't get it backwards, cause a man can still get stabbed by smack rats. These streets are a laugh, man, criminals in the street get stoned like Afghans. Avoid police and with crack hands, these streets where the beast always creeps on a bad man. Stand back, these streets are alive, looking for trouble, just seek and you'll find. I want my piece of the pie, so I'll reach for the sky, screaming way I. These streets made us rugged and raw, these streets that the government ignored. These streets got us rotten to the core, better lock up your doors cause we're looking at yours.
Watch them come alive, these streets. In the northeast, people live and die, these streets, these streets. They're hard when you hit them, end up scarred but seeing stars when you hit them. Act like a victim and you'll start slipping when you're down these streets, give you a good kicking. Streets have mean streaks and cancer prisoners, and only individuals get banged in prison. These streets are rough, feel the highs and lows when you speak to us. These streets, the police get you the third degree. Watch every move on CCTV, every move that you make, every breath that you step. Nowadays it's not easy to slip through the net. I had a fiendish plot like Fu Manchu. I used to run the streets, but really who ran?
These streets on paved with gold. These streets are the northeast part of me. I love these streets. These
streets aren't that bad, I'd rather be in these streets than the ones in Baghdad.
These streets is rough, feel the highs and lows when you speak to us.
These streets will make you or break you.
These streets are where I made a name for myself and gained a reputation. Escalation of beef to the street to get some ventilation. These streets can make you or break you, give you an education. Become a stage or a place you can stage a demonstration. Infestation of hate on these mean streets. The gutter is gritty, the city doesn't need sleep. Pop to the corner shop, it's where we get the beer cheap. On these streets, wading in puddles of piss knee deep. The ghetto echoes with thunderclaps when I speak. Streets of rage on a page increase with every turn of the leaf. Certain defeat for the toys when the word hits the street. ADS, kill the noise, I just murdered the beat like this.